I am never late. I arrive precisely when I mean to. Indeed. And I am live. Oops. Hold on. Okay. Yes. Excellent. I am also screen recording this on my phone just because I like it. Welcome to my late night hangout. I decided to go live. Yes, this is the Nate2D2. I do not have a check mark to verify this, but you'll just have to believe me. The fact that I'm answering you, I think, should verify that in itself. It is. I'm late. Are you saying I'm late, or it's late? It is late. Let's see who of me. We only got 3 people in here. Well, including myself. Oh no, 4 people. Hello, your brother in Christ, El Iso Elohim, and Andrew Graham. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if my audio is okay. I'm late. How am I late? I'm not late. I'm just here, and it's late. Yes, it's late. It's, I think, tomorrow for you. Wait. Yes, it's already tomorrow for you. It's still today for me. It's probably tomorrow for Andrew and Gerard as well. Audio's fine? Excellent, excellent. Because I decided not to put on headphones. I suppose I could turn up the audio, listen on my phone, but I don't feel like it. 1:30 a.m. Yeah, Friday afternoon. It's Friday afternoon for Andrew Graham? Do you perhaps mean Saturday afternoon? Uh. Anyway, stop sticking your tongue out at me. What are you talking about? Butt welcome. Oh, hello, the messenger Chandler. Okay. So we have a few people here joining us. He traveled back in time. Indeed, he traveled back in time. I suspect with this DeLorean. Sure. Um, I did have I think about 6 new subs within the last 28 days, according to my analytics. I suspect after this last stream, those subs will go down again because every time they find out that I just put up useless content, they unsubscribe. So yay! Whatever floats my boat. I don't have a boat. Those are too expensive. Congratulations on what? On my subs? Yeah. I have no idea why I got those subs. And again, I'm probably going to lose them again. I went from 237 to 243. I'm pretty sure it's going to go down. But I'm here, so it's wonderful. You're in the DeLorean right now. That's wonderful. Just maybe you need to get back to the future. Just set your coordinates, make sure your flux capacitor is working, and head out at 88 miles per hour. Yes, become my patron. www.patreon.com/nate2d2. Yeah, community tab. That's the funny thing about community tabs, though. I notice that I often don't see those community tab posts. I know how to see them, but because I rely so much on notifications for new content, I rarely go through my subscription feed. So, feeding what? Yeah, feed it with garbage. Sure, you got the Mr. whatever thingy on there now. But since I have you guys all here, I might as well promote. I get more reactions from those than my videos, to be honest. You get more reactions from your community posts. Okay. I don't know what you know, your brother in Christ. What do you know? I forget. Oh, you know that I don't see your community tab. Okay, I got it. Yep, that's true. I don't see the community tab. You love Back to the Future. Yeah, who doesn't? Only weird people don't like Back to the Future. Um, do we only have 4 people? Why does it say only 4 people? Brother in Christ, Alice Newman, Gerard Perry, Andrew Graham. I mean, I'm watching too, so it should be 5. Maybe YouTube knows not to count me. But when I was the only one in there, it said 1. At least I thought I was the only one in there. Anyway, I don't know. For a long time it said 2, and now it was 5. Yeah, now it's 4. I see 4. Me. Messenger's in here too, so that should be 5 at least. But me in 6. See, that doesn't. Am I miscounting something? I don't know. That was weird. You was waiting. That's excellent. Excellent. Waiting is good. Hey, Isaac. Is this the? Wait, does it say? It says 6. This is the Isaac we met in Doctrine for the Block. Maths. YouTube sucks. Yeah. I did not expect I did not expect to see you here. It's wonderful to see you. Yes, I say welcome. I echo what El Iso Elohim has said. Welcome. While I have you guys here, I might as well promote a GoFundMe that I have been pushing. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Here you go. This is a GoFundMe for Believing Thinkers who needs a lot of help right now. They've moved into a new house. Praise God for that. But now, because of having to pay first and last rent, security deposit, what have you, there isn't no what? Why are you saying no? The messenger. There isn't enough money for the rest of the month. So, if you have the means, please visit the GoFundMe and give any amount that you're able. Even $5, even $1, I suppose, is helpful. Though that's the thing about. I'm trying to show my comment. That's the thing about. What do you say? GoFundMe. You do have the payment processing fees. So each donation, you get 2.9% taken out plus 30 cents, which is not terribly bad. But you give smaller donations, then you get a higher percentage taken out. Right? So if you give $1, 30 cents is being taken out plus the 2.9%, right? So that's what, 30, is that 32.9% out? Am I doing my math right? It's a lot. The percentage is a lot. So if a lot of people give $1, I mean, so we set the goal to 10,000. If 10,000 people give $1, that's going to be a lot of fees taken out. So it is better to give higher amounts, but you know, I say giving $1 is better than nothing. I think, probably, depending on how many $1 we get, because it could inflate the sense of reaching the goal. Because if 10,000 people gave $1 and they think, oh, that's it, we don't need to give anymore, that's going to be a lot less money than if you know, we reach the goal with all $100 donations. 50 cents. A fundraising live stream together. You intrigue me. How would that work? A fundraising live stream for the hearse? I would not be opposed to that if this is what you are suggesting. International conversion fee? Sure. Yeah. PayPal takes $50. Wait, what? What's this? I'm missing some comments here because I was thinking. I was concentrating. Sean and Erica. Yes, Sean and Erica. Erica with a K. Uh, cheap. Yeah, I like that. I never liked that about platforms. Plus PayPal, and it takes $50. A couple days ago. Oh, 50 cents. Sorry, you corrected yourself. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah. So, I mean, I get it. I guess GoFundMe doesn't actually take fees for themselves. That's why they always ask you to tip them. So I mean, I suppose there's reasons to dislike GoFundMe. Um, some people have ideological, philosophical, whatever issues with them, with the way they do things. I get that. I'm not going to go there. As far as the fee, I mean, I guess that's understandable because there is whatever payment you're using, credit card, PayPal, or whatever, is going to be a fee that's taken out. So it has to be taken out somewhere. So it makes sense that it would be taken out of the donation. So I get that. And speaking generally, I guess it is nice that GoFundMe doesn't themselves take a fee out of the donations, and they ask people to donate to GoFundMe themselves. Again, some people complain about the kind of the way they may take down certain campaigns and whatnot. Yeah, I think people are entitled to their opinion, complain about that. I might not necessarily disagree, but it is what we have. We did have a Give Send Go campaign as well. That one was disabled for whatever reason. It was working, and then it was disabled. I don't know why. And I'm a little bit nervous about that platform just because they got hacked. And no one was really giving to that, except for $20, I think. A live stream to raise money for them. We will talk and set something up this week. Sure. This week? Well, this week is almost over. But, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we can discuss that. That'll be good. We can, because I think your platforms are larger than mine, definitely. So, doing a fundraiser for them would actually be really good. And reaching I don't know how many people you have, your thousands of subscribers may be helpful. I think we as the body should come together and do what we can for those in need, especially within the body, but not excluding those outside of the body. Who else would I like to join the live stream? I don't know. I can talk to some people, I guess. Maybe some people who know the hearse can advocate for them and say why they should give. I can talk to some people who know them, maybe, and see if they want to do that. Yeah. I mean, it could be like what do you call it? Like one of those telethon or fundraising drives, like when they're raising money for PBS, and then they have people coming on and say, "This is why I like PBS, because of this, and this content." You'd be like, "This is why I like the hearse, because of this, and this." Speaking of that, they do have a channel, Believing Thinkers. I don't know if I mentioned that. I don't know if anyone's mentioned that in the chat. I think you can actually just search for Believing Thinkers and you can find them. It's probably like youtube.com/Believing Thinkers, but you can have up to 10 people at one time. Yes, excellent. Andrew Graham has 48 subs. I believe I am one of them. Though I don't know if I've had time to watch any of your videos lately. But I believe I am one of your subscribers. Yeah, 10 people. I'll see. I'll talk to some people. See some mutual friends of the hearse and see if they would like to come on. But yes, I keep reaching for my mouse because I unplug it so that I could plug in my my mic, because I didn't have any other way to do it. Oh, what's this? Oh, did I just post? No, wait, did that not work? Oh, did I just post the link again? How do you like that? That was wonderful. Yeah. So, um, wait, did I post the link? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So another thing you can do, obviously, pray. That is important. You can pray. Also, share the campaign. Hey, I mean, if you guys have platforms, social media platforms, YouTube channels, and you want to make a video and say, hey, these people in need of help, then feel free to do so. 5 people for free, 10 if you pay. Hmm. Smooth. I am smooth. Wait, no, I haven't shaved, so I'm not smooth. But it's not that rough either because it's longer. It's not like stubble. But yeah, I mean, campaign's public. If you want to promote the campaign on a video, by all means, I would appreciate that. But I'm not asking you to necessarily, or maybe I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just saying they need a lot of help. So, um, oh, I was like, what is AG? Andrew Graham. I know. Like and sub to Nate2D2. Sure, yeah, like and sub me. Whatever. I don't even know how many likes I have because not that it would really matter that much. I know algorithm and all that, but I doubt if everyone likes here, which I appreciate, but I doubt if everyone likes here, it's gonna boost my numbers dramatically, if at all. But yes, give. Share on Twitter, on IG, or whatever. I think if you actually go to the GoFundMe, you can click share, and it will allow you to share to different platforms. Um, I'm trying to share it to my IG stories every day so that it's always in my stories. And it sends people to a link in my bio. Though these days you can actually put a link in the story itself. I should try that instead of sending people to my bio because that's just one extra step. But yeah, so I think we've only raised about $185 out of 10,000. So again, any amount. If a lot of people gave $5, $10, that adds up. Your brother in Christ, who's Tim Henderson? Tim Henderson got over $100,000 with his kids when his kids started a GoFundMe. Oh, that's wonderful. I don't know who Tim Henderson is, but yes, thank you, your brother in Christ, for asking all of you to promote the campaign. In fact, are all of you subscribed to Believing Thinkers? Because he has put a couple of new videos up. One explaining his situation, and another responding to, I think, a video that David Wood had made in regards to Franklin Graham talking about praying for Putin. So that's it's nice to see some new content from them, and I think he made some good points there. Sean did on his video, as well as David. David always makes good points. He's brilliant. You should have seen him at Doctrine for the Block. Always impresses with what he says. This is the third year that he's been at Doctrine for the Block and given a plenary session. And I've only been to 2 in person, but I've heard the first one. I think the first one, if I recall, I think the first one he may have been giving the Beatles testimony in the first Doctrine for the Block session that he did, 2019. 2020 might have been his own. Testimony. And then this last time was about weaponizing the Imago Dei. Good stuff, man. It was really convicting. Made you think a lot about stuff. So, David is brilliant. How did I get on David? I don't even remember right now. Oh, he's a pastor whose wife died last year? Oh. Yeah. Oh, and your Sunday stream. Excellent. I forgot you did those. Um, yeah, he used to be on at the same time as Mr. Phil Fox, who has been on a bit of a hiatus. Um, but yeah. Your Sunday streams. Doctrine for the Block. I mean, I've been talking about that. Might as well go there. It was an excellent experience. Um, I didn't go the first year in 2019. Was that 2019? Yeah, 2019. Just because I found out about it in January. Excuse me. And I don't know. I don't think I was ready to go and see a bunch of people that I didn't quite know yet. But 2020 was excited for that. And I went, and that was the best time I'd had in a long time. And I don't really like to travel, so that says a lot. It was nice meeting people and seeing some friends that I'd only known online, such as Carm M and Dunu. I had met Draxby, and and I only interacted with Vocab Malone through live chats and through Zoom. So it was good meeting him in person. A little bit awkward the first time, just because it's a different dynamic meeting people in person that you've only interacted with through live chats or through Zoom. Which is weird, because when you're doing it through Zoom, you are seeing them, you are hearing their voice, you are seeing their reactions. But somehow there's a sort of, for me, a needing of breaking the ice. Um, Sometimes. But yeah, met David Wood. Was surprised that he somehow recognized me. That was cool though. I think he'd seen me in some Zoom chats as well, so that's probably how he knew who I was. And who else did I meet? Um, Met Veda. Is he a real one? Radio, his channel. Um, Miss Titus too. I met for the first time in person. And yeah, I'm sure I'm missing some people, but that was really cool. And this time was a little bit less awkward because um, I knew people this time. So when I saw Veda this time, it's like we'd already interacted. We knew who we are, so it was like, hey, got to meet Elle and your brother in Christ. That was cool. That wasn't so awkward, but we message each other all the time anyway. So yeah, it was just a lot of fun seeing everyone. I think that's my favorite part of the whole experience. Is just hanging out with everyone and seeing everyone and spending time with them. Going to lunch, going to dinner, seeing them at the conference, hanging out, chatting, and you know, we were invited to somebody's house on Sunday night, so I got to meet more people there. For lunch that same day, Vocab directed us, or had us gathered all like the Added Hunters, I think, or out of all the people that aren't part of like Reborn, I guess, to go have lunch. So we met people there in the, was it an Italian restaurant? I think it was a Italian restaurant or an Italian restaurant. So we got to meet people there. Got to meet Isaac. I don't know if he's still here. That was really cool. Got to meet Jack as well. I don't remember where exactly I met Jack. I think, was that at church? No, that might have been at the conference proper. So there was some people that I didn't meet until after the conference. Um, was it Jack? That's his name, right? Jack. Yeah, Jack. I kept calling him Jake, I think, but it was Jack. Um, got to meet Benjamin Handelman for the first time. Did I mention that? That was cool. After interacting with him in all like every Zoom call that I'm on, apparently, and as well as in the live chats. That's an interesting. It's interesting how. Man, I always say interesting. See, that's something I'm trying not to say as much, especially on real reviews. But it's hard not. Sometimes that's just your. I don't know what else to say. It's interesting, but it is interesting, just to look back at all the different choices that we've made that have led up uh, to where we are now in terms of our friendships, our relationships, and things like that. Um, I think I feel like if, for example, if I hadn't been in a certain place at a certain time, I wouldn't have become as close friends with people like Harm, Dinu, Roxby. And, it's just like on one single day, if I hadn't decided to be in a certain live chat, it's quite possible I wouldn't have been in I wouldn't have gone to Doctrine for the Block this year, the year before. I wouldn't have been as close to these people. I wouldn't have felt motivated to go. And then there would have been a bunch of other people that I wouldn't have met, you know. I think it's interesting that, see, I use that word again, that, I, you know, speaking of Benjamin, he might watch this later, so he's gonna be tickled pink that I keep mentioning him. But as I recall, the first time I'd seen him somewhere was in, I think, John McCrae's chat, when John McCrae, What Do You Meme, was having a panel, and I think people like Mike Winger, Vocab, um, Inspiring Philosophy might have been there too. I don't know if David was there as well. Probably just a bunch of people from the Apologetics Empire was in that live stream. I think they were just answering questions, if I recall. And I think Benjamin Handelman had only gone there because through Mike Winger, because I think he knew Mike Winger's channel, and I think maybe he did not know John McCrae's channel as well, or maybe he didn't, and then because Mike Winger was going to be on there, and maybe Mike Winger promoted it, he ended up there. And then Vocab had I think, premiere or a live stream right after that. And so I invited everyone in that live stream, in John McCrae's live stream, to come to Vocab's premiere or live stream. And I think Benjamin came because of that. And then he was introduced to the rest of, the urban apologetics community. So, and then we got to hang out with him. And I don't think it's a secret. I can say we a bunch of us hung out at his house because Vocab went live and said that, I think. Hopefully that's not a secret. And if he hadn't joined that live chat and then come into Vocab's live chat and then found a bunch of other people, things would have been a bit different. We wouldn't have hung out with him then. And it's just it's fun to kind of look back and see, how did this decision lead to all these other decisions? You have a drop, you drop a pebble in the pond and it creates these ripples, and you see how it ripples out, and one thing leads to another. I was thinking about how a lot of the content creators like Vocab, excuse me, do Zoom Hangouts for Patreon supporters. Adam Coleman does that as well, every once in a while. Jordan Ortiz, Servant of Christ Ministries, does that as well. He has a monthly hangout for a certain tier level. And I think I was in one of Jordan's SOC's hangouts. It's not really a Zoom hangout. I think we use StreamYard, so it's more of a StreamYard hangout. That's not live. It's just to talk to each other. Because usually we don't have more than 10 people or whatever. And I think I remember saying to him how it was, how we could kind of trace back, or the fact that we were all there, the group of us were in that hangout. You could kind of trace that back to, ripples that started with Nabil Qureshi and David Wood and their whole story. I think I'm trying to remember how I connected that. because I think, well, yeah. So David met Nabil, right? And that was a big part of how he got into Islam and doing videos about Islam. Otherwise, he was more interested in atheism, right? So because of his relationship with Nabil, being roommates or whatever in college, or some college trip or whatever, um, David ends up getting into Islam, to challenge Nabil, and we all know where that led. He's part, we have X17 apologetics. So because of David's involvement with dealing with Islam, eventually it leads to him doing Islamicize Me with Vocab and with John McCrae. Because of that, Vocab has a big, huge boost to his channel, and I think he saw that opportunity. Vocab saw that opportunity to do more with his channel for the gospel. So he started Backpack Radio, which eventually had to be changed to Street Apologist Live or Street Apologist Radio. And Vocab's ministry was also had a very community aspect to it as well, because he would do live streams and people would be in the live chats, and then he started Patreon, which he would have as a reward the Zoom hangouts. So then there was even more community, and through Vocab we meet people like Jordan, Adam Coleman, so on and so forth, and those communities transfer over. So the communities that were in Vocab's live streams and in the Zoom hangouts end up carrying over to Jordan's channel, Servant of Christ Ministries channel, same person if you haven't figured that out yet. Adam Coleman's channel, BK Apologist channel. These are the same people that are, there's not, there's a lot of crossover. It's not, not everyone goes to everyone's channel, but I don't think you would have the same kind of community dynamic, like say in SOC's channel, if Vocab didn't have that already in his channel and hadn't promoted SOC. And so I think you can see, you keep going backwards. Okay, SOC, part of, I think, how his channel got to the where it is right now. I mean, he was already doing stuff before Vocab found him, but where it is right now, part of it is because Vocab supported him, promoted him, which I respect. Vocab doing is lifting up these other channels that he knows will do things for the kingdom of Christ and will do things to spread the gospel. And it's not about lifting up his own platform, because he knows different people have different gifts and they can do things. So he lifted up people like Jordan, and so we all went over there and became part of that community on Servant of Christ Ministries. I mean, he eventually started, his secondary channel, Real Reviews, and I'm part of that as well. But again, came from Vocab. Vocab connected to David. I found Vocab through David. David did a Islamicize Me because he got into Islam, because he met Nabil. So it's like this whole thing, right? And so it's weird because it's like because I remember, I found David through Nabil, reading Seeking Allah Finding Jesus, and so it's weird just to kind of think, that story that we're reading, Nabil, basically Nabil's autobiography, it had ripples that basically led to a lot of different other things, I mean, all of you being here is part of that ripple, right? This you being in this channel watching me right now is it a direct result? It leads back to that, right? Or it led from that, because I think I know everyone, nearly everyone here, or everyone here I think I know through Vocab's channel, because I was in it, spent time there. I only know Vocab through David, and so on and so forth. I mean, I keep repeating it, but it's just interesting, thinking back to when I read Seeking Allah Finding Jesus, which was probably, I think maybe 2015, 2016 is, I think, when I read it. And excuse me, I'm really gassy. I keep needing to burp. Ooh, ooh. But reading the book, back then, I wouldn't have thought of how much of an impact that story would have on my life. Not just reading it, right? It's not, sometimes people read books, watch a movie, and it has an impact on them. But I mean, like, the actual events in that book, recounted in that book, has had a direct impact on where my life is today. If I mean, obviously God is in control, but the events that happen in that book, or contributed or led to, again, me being Doctrine for the Block, or me being, for whatever reason, a moderator on everyone's channel, which I don't understand exactly. I just got made a moderator on another channel this past week. I didn't even ask. Speaking on that, if anyone asks to be a moderator on your channel, be very suspicious of this person, because I have found those who angle to be a moderator are probably doing it because they want attention, and that's unless you know them really well, like personally, not just like they've been coming around your channel a lot, but like them. Even the ones that are like, yeah, you know what, I can post a link to this thing that I'm telling you about if you make me a moderator. Yeah, be a little bit suspicious. Be a little bit suspicious of that, okay? I don't. Yeah. All the good moderators that I know, generally, have not asked to be moderators. Now, I mean, there's some exceptions. I've seen Mr. Phil Fox be like, "Where's my wrench?" Kind of, in a half joking manner, but he knew the people that he was saying it to, so that's different. But you see someone's coming around a lot, and then they say, "Make me a moderator," and then you kind of realize that they're not that good, and you ended up taking back their wrench, and they stop coming around after that. You can. It's a good bet that they just liked being around with the blue wrench. So, yeah. Anyway, I just just reflecting on and the other thing that kind of astounds me is, and I said this a lot on the trip, because I actually get to have lunch with David Wood one of the days, and I said this to like Dinu and Rux, I think, when we were driving around, and that it's just amazing to me. Like, just a few years ago, I was reading Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus, and it never occurred to me that I would be having lunch with, one of the people mentioned in this book, or being in a conference with them, or speaking to them, or even being known by that person, namely, i.e., David Wood. Because you read a book, you read an autobiography, whatever. You're not thinking, okay, maybe I'll meet this person, and this person, I'll get to know them, and they'll know who I am, and it's just mind blowing, It's like I try to think about the person I was back then, and try to imagine just what if I could meet my past self and say, hey, guess what? You're gonna meet this person that you're reading about in this book, or even following, subsequently following the channel, or even watching Islamicize Me. Like, I think I've met almost every single person that was in Islamicize Me, except for maybe one person. And so just, that was what, 2018 that it came out. So mid 2018. So that's what, not quite 4 years ago that came out. So it's just, it's funny to think about, watching that and thinking, okay, you know what? Not too long after this comes out, these guys, you're gonna. Oh, I haven't met John McRae, so that's I haven't met John McRae in person. So that's two people, but I've met him through Zoom calls and stuff. So I think I've been acquainted. I think I'm acquainted in some way with each person in that group too, in that series. So it's weird. It's just weird to me. Like when I was watching that, I would never expect to be where I am right now. Um, Especially being the introverted kind of shy person that I've always been and still am. Uh, I think I think I think some people probably I was thinking about this. I think some people talking for the block might be surprised to think that I would call myself an introvert or shy, because I probably don't seem that way. And part of that is because I was surrounded by people who I'm already comfortable with and know well, and so I can feel like I can just be myself, or not be reserved at least. I don't know, being myself is necessarily an accurate way to put it, because I think um, sometimes when you're around people, you sort of put on a persona, I suppose, without even realizing it sometimes, that maybe not entirely authentic to who you are. Maybe it's a part of who you are, but anyway, um, I wasn't, if I didn't know a lot of people there, I probably would have been a lot more quiet, which I was kind of the first time I went to Doctrine for the Block. Um, I remember first time meeting Veda, I was a little awkward because I knew who he was, but it's like how do you navigate that? It's like, oh, when he introduced himself to me, and I'm like, yeah, I know who you are. It's like, what do you say? But um, I am I am introverted. I think I don't know. They say that being introverted is what is it? It's defined as you are kind of drained, I guess, in social situations, which I feel like I can be if I don't know the people. Though I do feel like maybe if I am close to the people, have a bond with them, um, there is a sort of I do kind of get energized. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a hybrid or something. Like I'm a shy introvert sometimes, extrovert sometimes. I don't know. Um, but if if I think about being in a social situation, or just, I don't know, going to a convention with a bunch of where there's going to be a bunch of people I don't know, that does sound tiring to me. um, so I don't know, but I forgot how I got onto that. I'm shy, yes. Introverted, yes. Anyway, um, I think the larger thing I was talking about was just the ripples and how I got here. But yeah, even I mean, going back to the GoFundMe, believing thinkers, met them through uh, what do you mean, and so there's just so many different things. It's interesting. I said that again. See, interesting. I always say interesting. Ambivert. Yeah, I think I've heard that term. Maybe that's what I am, an ambivert. You met David. I'm reading some comments now. Oh, Robert Spencer. Yes, I've never met Robert Spencer. I'm sure he has no idea who I am. I forgot about that, about him in that. Um, I've spoken to David. I've spoken to Vocab. I've spoken to John. I have spoken to George Saig briefly, who was the Muslim. If you don't remember, he was the Muslim in the beginning that uh, challenged them to live as Muslims for 30 days. He's the pastor that played that Muslim. Met Jeff Cran, rest in peace, rest in heaven. Met him last year in Doctrine for the Block, and interacted with him a lot on his channel. Um, who else? Met Sam, and I met this time I met Irvin, aka Jihad Jr. We knew it. We kind of knew each other. I think we interacted a little bit before, but I met him for the first time in person at Doctrine for the Block this year. So that was really nice. That was another thing that could have been awkward because I wasn't sure if he recognized me or knew me. Um, I mean, he has. I know he has seen me in places because I was a couple 2020 no 2019 was it 2019. 2019, a bunch of us got together and did a anniversary video, surprise anniversary video for Vocab for 1 year of Backpack Radio, which became Street Apologists live um, within that 1 year, and we got a bunch of people to a bunch of his friends and supporters to record messages for him, and then we played it. We had him play it back during his anniversary live stream, and so I had contacted Irvin and said, "Would you be willing to record a message for Vocab?" And so in the video, he said, at first he said when he got my message, he's like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "Oh," because I'd said to him, "I'm Nate2D2," and so he's like, "Oh yeah, I know who he is." Which so he must have seen me in the live chats, I suppose. And then of course I recorded a message for Vocab, so he would have seen that video message and he would have known what I looked like. Um, but that was like 2019, and so technically I think I am a mod on his channel too. He doesn't go live that much, but I think he did make me a moderator when we did Cyber City, which was 2020. That was Vocab's online conference. I believe that's when he made me a moderator on Operation Apologetics, if you're wondering. So I guess he did know me, and then he came across. We kind of crossed paths at Doctor for the Block, made eye contact, and he was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Okay, so he does know me." So I was like, "Hey, yeah." It's like, "Yeah, we haven't seen each other in person yet, have we?" "Yeah, I know, yeah, yeah." And so that was cool. I forgot how I got on that now. Well, I feel like that was an aside, and I was just going to mention that and then get back to something else. Now I don't remember. Oh, was I talking about everyone I met? I think that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I was talking about everyone I met and Islamicized me. Uh, you socialized with Robert Spencer. Okay, all right. Uh, you thought that's who that was? You thought that was Jihad Jr.? Were you not sure that was Jihad Jr., but you thought that might have been Jihad Jr.? Is that what you're saying, Al? But yeah, I think that's. I'm trying to think. Oh, and of course, Vocab's kids make cameos in the series. I met Skateboard Kid. I think is it Skateboard Kid, and Marco. Um, and I think you know what? The other one is so they're Hodilla, the big pimp. I've not met him. Um, though I think we follow each other on social media. James Chavez, I believe his name is. Also, as well as is it Noel? Giselle Noel, or Noel Giselle, whatever. Excuse me. Who who played Little Debbie? Who played the Muta wife? Have not met her either. Yeah, I see. I keep forgetting these bit parts. Is that mean to say bit parts? The smaller parts. I mean, I guess Jeff Cran has had a smaller part as well, but I didn't meet him. So yeah, there's a few people. Okay, there's a few people I have not met. James, Little Debbie, Robert Spencer. Have not met John in person. But so there's three people. Three people. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, watching that, just didn't expect to be where I am here today, and I think that series, it's part of the ripples. It's part of why I met all you guys, right? I mean, I already said that, I guess, but yeah, and it's cool. I mean, again, talking about decisions. Um, I don't know if when Vocab decided to do commentaries on each episode, but that was smart. And then he started to do lives. He wouldn't live first. At first, he would just do recorded commentaries on each episode, behind the scenes stuff, because it was recorded at his house, and a lot of he had a lot of the props that they used, and so and that was a nice supplement to each episode. When each episode of Islamicize Me was uploaded, then you could go watch the commentary in Vocab's channel. And that was smart of him to kind of build up his platform a little bit and give people a little bit of just kind of special features kind of thing like you get on a DVD, a Blu-ray, or 4K Blu-ray. And then he started going live, like I feel like around episode 14 or so. And I don't think he was expecting it, but people started recognizing each other in the live chats, and that was actually a good way for people to interact and discuss Islamicize Me outside of the comment sections, because you're seeing each other in real time and interacting. And I remember him, Vocab, noticing, oh, some of you are starting to recognize each other, and so he recognized the community aspect that was happening while he was doing those commentaries, and that just continued on through when he started doing Un-Islamicize Me, that 10-part series after Islamicize Me, and then he did Backpack Radio, where he was doing like 2 live streams a week, I think. And yeah, I mean, he was trying to do 2 live streams, I think, a week for a while, and then of course premieres didn't exist at that time until I think maybe around January 2019, sometime around there, or maybe late 2018 they started allowing you to do premieres, and so that obviously allows for a little bit of community as well, because instead of just uploading a video, you can premiere a video, have a live chat, and have people talking to each other. And so I think that was something that was particularly unique to Vocab's channel at that time, because David wasn't really going live all that much. Mostly it was just uploads. I think he started going live a little bit more regularly after that. Same with John McCrae. And John McCrae, when he does live streams, usually he makes those unlisted afterwards, because his channel isn't about live streams, and he doesn't want to mess with the algorithm. So it's not really his thing, right? So that's kind of Vocab's thing. And then yeah, and then he pushed people like Jordan and BK to do their channels. They weren't really doing, I feel like BK Adam, Jordan, even Veda, they weren't doing, I don't feel like they were doing as much until around 2020, I think. Some things, some small things, but I feel like all their channels started to pick up around 2020. And because they were putting out more content. Yeah. Yeah. So for a while it was just like Vocab. You wanted to chat with people in the apologetics community within this niche, whatever. You had to do that. I mean, and then Mike Winger and Inspiring Philosophy and all those guys, they've gone live. I didn't know who Mike Winger was for a while. The only reason I found out about Mike Winger was because he had a Hebrew Roots video taken down, and then I think I saw somebody on Twitter trying to support that video being brought back, and so I was like, oh, who is this guy? And then eventually Vocab had him on the channel, and so I think I became more familiar with him. Yeah, so there's a lot of these people I actually didn't know about. I think a lot of people, Vocab had IP on his channel beginning 2019, I think, January 2019, just after Christmas, to talk about Christmas. I had no idea who he was, but I think a lot of people had been asking him to have IP on to interview him. So it just shows how kind of out of the loop I was on some of these channels. Um, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that I discovered IP Nightwing, not really through vocab, definitely IP, and I'm trying to think, other big names. Capturing Christianity, I discovered because he did that series with Mike Winger and John McCrae. And What Do You Mean? Answering, I think, an atheist objection. So that's how I discovered him. But yeah, so I don't know. There's just people I didn't know, and then now I do. I don't necessarily follow them as much because there's just, I think in the beginning you try to follow every channel, you try to watch every video, you try to watch every live stream, and after a while it becomes really daunting. And I think for a while I would try to watch every at least apologetics or urban apologetics live stream, um, and that also became very daunting. And so I think I had to allow myself to miss out on those or not join the live streams so that I could just take care of my own stuff. Um, I still try to make all of vocab's live streams just because I'm part of that team. Um, but other than that, any other live stream, I generally at this point have allowed myself to miss if I need to, which it helps because it was getting crazy after a while. When vocab was the only one live streaming, or generally the only one live streaming, um, it made things a lot easier. And then all of a sudden you have Jordan, BK Apologists, Adam Coleman doing live streams as well. And it got crazy because it's like your whole week was filled up, and then sometimes they would go live at the same time. You're like, oh, who do I choose? I remember that's what I used to feel when Vocab and David used to go live. I was like, don't go live at the same time. Um, but yeah, it's crazy how things have developed since 2018. I don't think I mean, I already kind of said this. I didn't expect to be where I am now, but yeah, just I don't think I realized coming out of Islamicized me how much would change. And I think that's why when we did the anniversary video for Vocab, the thing I said in my message was, it's been a crazy year, hasn't it? And it was, and it's been a crazy almost 4 years now. Because I think, yeah, it was mid 2018 that I discovered Vocab, so it's not quite 4 years. I think I've been on this channel. Don't remember exactly when I subbed. Um, Wish you could find that out somehow. If there was some kind of record. I mean, there probably is, but I don't think anything that we can access. And then just the people you meet. All the people here. How many did I get? What? Oh, are you guys talking to each other? You guys, yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the live chat. Let me see what you guys are saying. I keep reaching for my mouse, even though it's most of the cast you've met. Yes, I think mine started picking up 2020. Sure. Depending on how you qualify that, I didn't get 1K. Yeah. 1K makes a difference. I don't know that I'll ever get to 1K because I don't put out content regularly. You're still tiny but growing, definitely. Well, especially since oh yeah, how many did you get since your last video? 200 subs since your last video with David. Is that right? That's got to boost things. 1950, and more than 1950, 1950 earlier. Oops. You have 2K now? Nice. Nice. That's nice. How long have I been like alive for like an hour now? There's supposed to be a timer somewhere, right? Isn't there a timer? Do I just scroll up? Is that why? No. Oh yeah, there is a timer there. Right there. 1 hour, 18, 19, 20 seconds, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 seconds, 31 seconds, 32, 33 seconds, 34 seconds, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 seconds. Let's see. Yeah. Been an hour. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know what? I should. You guys want to see some of my apologetics gear? Might as well show off some of them. I got this hoodie. Servant of Christ Ministries. I like this. Though I wonder if this is going to eventually get kind of dingy because it's, or yellow because it's white. Got this from Vocab's merch store, Doctrine for the Block. I should have worn this to the conference this year, but I wasn't sure that I was going to be needing a hoodie, and I didn't have a lot of room to pack. Got this one. Pretty sure this is one of David's. You got the helmet in the front. What does this say? Be on the alert, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. 1 Corinthians 16:13. Like that. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Meme team. So I got that one. Okay. Here's another SOC one. Japanese letters on it. It just looks cool. I'm not actually Japanese. Does this? I don't even know what this says. Does this say Jesus? Oh. Another SOC. This is his old logo. Classic version. I don't think you can even get this anymore. Is this cracking? No, it's not cracking. I do like the new logo. Oh, what is that? Is that me? That's me with the wrench because I'm the mod. I hate like mentioning that I'm a mod all the time because it's just weird. There's some people that always have to mention that they're a mod. Oh, I was modding on so and so's channel. I was like, no, you weren't. You just showed up and you asked for that wrench. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone thinks of me as the universal mod, so that's why. This good vibes. What's that? Oh, okay. This designed by ISO Elohim. I think you can get a version. This is a custom one because I kind of like just having the figure directly on there. But there's a version that you can get on her store. Just go to her channel and there's links there. To be honest, I don't watch Caption Christianity as much at the moment, but I did like this. By the way, Christianity is true. I also have the cup. So I mostly bought the merch because I liked the design. It wasn't specifically to support the channel, not that I don't want to support. This one, oh, Roxby has this one too. This is from Vocab's channel as well. The Key Apologist might have designed this, but I think this is cool. I should wear this more too. So I think that's all. I think that's all the hoodies I have. I have a bunch of t-shirts in my drawer. I don't think I want to bring them out right now. I should do a live stream where I show off all my merch, my apologetics merch. But that was just a sample of what's in my closet. I also have this one from SOC, Walk in the Spirit. This one is specifically from Teespring because they had the gold color that I don't think you can get at TeePublic. That's not merch. I'm just looking at the shirts I have in here. I do have some in here. Maybe I can feature some of them. I do like this one. I'm gonna have to fold this up again, but this is from True ID Apologetics, Adam Coleman. I'm sure you guys know who he is. I think I can get this as a hoodie as well. Just look up True ID Apologetics. I think he has a store in TeePublic. I think I have this as a cup as well. This is a really nice logo. I think I like it. I want to get it on a hoodie, definitely pullover hoodie. You know, I didn't realize this. I didn't realize what True ID stood for. I mean, it's talking about your identity in Christ, right? But you look at it's an acronym as well. Sort of. TRU, T, the, R, real, U, as in you. So that one's not an acronym. Or it's not an initial. So TRU, the real you, ID, Imago Dei. True ID. Isn't that clever? Isn't that like really clever? TRU, True ID, the real you, Imago Dei. So I have this black one. I also have it in white. I'm not going to unfold that one. Let's see. I also have the Sheepgate one. I have the backpack one as well. That one needs to be washed because I wore that to Doctrine for the Block. I think I was going to try to wear that in a way that David would notice it, but I think I got cold and I put on my hoodie, and so I don't think he would have seen it, and I totally forgot. What is this? Oh, here's another. By the way, Christianity is true. I do like. I mean, you know, I gotta say, Cameron does good designs. There's a certain simplicity to this that I like. Just seeing if there's any. This one's kind of cool. This is designed by BK, and I think it might even be in his store too. The Theologian. It's I don't want to unfold this all the way. It's a vocab store though. It's supposed to emulate, not copy, but it's in the design of the Mandalorian. So instead it says the Theologian. So I thought that's cool. Oh, I like this shirt. You can also I think you can still get this at Vocab Store. But Cyber City. That was really cool. I like this design. I think this is cool. I don't have that many purple shirts. But Cyber City was, I think, a really cool event. And to use that same word again, it was really interesting because Vocab had this idea for an urban apologetics conference, but it was all online. And what's cool about it is that you don't have any breakout rooms. You just go to one channel after another to listen to each speaker. And what was cool is he'd already scheduled it for March 2020, and it ended up being perfect because that's when all the lockdowns happened. So everyone was inside, you know, with nothing to do. And there's this apologetics conference online that Vocab put together. Yeah, Newton. Sir Isaac Newton. I saw that. So there's actually a whole drawer I have here. Like it's full of apologetics merch and some non-apologetics as well. I don't want to. Let me show you guys this. This one is a tank top, Wrestling with God. I think I got some I got some other tanks. It says like this is not my final form or work out your salvation. Because I was thinking in my, and these are all BKs, the ones that I just mentioned. I was thinking, you know, you wear tank tops when you work out. So working out your salvation, wrestling with God. This is not my final form. It's kind of funny, I thought. I also got the logo that's on Jordan's book, Judaizer, on a tank top as well. I think it says the law. I wore that on an episode of Real Reviews when we were discussing what was it? 12 Angry Men. Cyber City confused you? Why? Because you didn't know how to get to you didn't know how to get to each talk, or because you didn't know what they were talking about. But yeah. So I have quite a few t-shirts. But I don't want to take them out. I wonder if I can show you. If I can move my laptop. It's gonna work because look at that. There's a few. Look at that. A lot of t-shirts in there. Okay, good. I gotta be careful because I got my Ethernet cord plugged in for my internet, but this thing is the clasp is broken, so this thing can come out easily. So if I get disconnected, I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, you didn't know how to watch them? Yeah, I think what we tried to do was so what I actually had done was make sure I knew what the schedule was and where each talk was going to be, and I tried to schedule tweets that would direct you, hoping that would help. But we also tried to put in the live chats at the end of each talk, go here next. But you know, I think some people might have missed some of that. The other way I think was I don't know if going to cybercity.com would have helped. But yeah, we tried to make that work, but it was a little bit complicated. I remember another thing we had done was Vocab called it a premiere train, I think. It was like 400 Year Friday or something. He made a single video on the 400 year prophecy that the Hebrew Israelites have. And so it was the same premiere, but he premiered it on several people's channels. And so it just kept premiering the whole day. K-Dub's channel, my channel. My channel was like one of the very last ones, like at 1 a.m. in the morning or something. But Vocab's channel, Street Apologists, which is you have Vocab's main channel, which is called Vocab Malone, and then he actually has a secondary channel called Street Apologists. So he premiered it there. He premiered it on, I think, Jordan's channel, BK Apologist channel, I think Adam's channel, Miss Titus 2 channel, I think Faithful to God. I forget who else, but that was interesting. We just kept watching the same premiere over and over. Oh, MJ Jackson just kept watching the same premiere over and over again. I said, "Okay, guys, next one is over here. Go check it out here on this channel." And so I think that day I actually did watch the premiere on every single person's channel, which was funny. A Bit of Orange, it was also on that channel as well. I'm not a mod on his channel. I actually did I think I got made a mod on a lot of channels that day so that I could actually share the link. That's how you do it if you want to be a mod. Your phone's about to die. It's going to drop off at some point. 1%. You should be sleeping anyway. Why aren't you sleeping? Hey, why don't you bring the boys into the live chat? Huh? Have them say hi. It was annoying. What was annoying? Cyber City? Or the premiere train? You're mean. Why are you here? If you don't like cool things, you just think everything is annoying. I don't understand you, the messenger. I mean, who are you? You can't find a charger. I should go to sleep anyway. I wasn't planning to go live this long. But, why do I keep grabbing that? Keep grabbing the same mouse. You're trying to sleep and then I started streaming. Yeah, ain't that the way? So are you in bed now just looking at your phone? Is that what's happening? Okay, everyone. Oops. Did it not? Okay. Go to the train. The train was awesome. It wasn't annoying. If you didn't like it, then you didn't have to go. It's not annoying. Please. It's the same thing. So you didn't miss anything. So if you don't want to be there, then just go somewhere else. Go eat your grits or something. Or your macaroni and cheese, or your pizza, or your euro. Go eat your euro. I am he. What? What are you talking about? Anyway, GoFundMe. Help out the hearse. Help the hearse. Give what you can. I wonder if anyone's given while I've been live. That would have been awesome. Though probably not. Anyway, give. Share the campaign if you can. Share it on your social media. Make a video about it. And yeah, I think I am going to log off and go to sleep because I am tired. And Jordan has a Bible study tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to try to be up for that. I could get 8 hours of sleep if I slept now and then woke up just before, which is probably not going to happen. Thanks for joining, Isaac. It's good to have you here. You found the phone charger, but I'm going to go to sleep. So maybe I'll go live again. This is cool. It's cool to hang out with everyone. I'm glad Isaac joined, and L, and messenger. I don't know about you. You're kind of weird. I have a feeling you might be Malachi. Anyway, okay. Good night, everyone. Time to go to sleep. Go watch Servant of Christ Ministries tomorrow at 8 a.m. PST, 9 a.m. MST, 10 a.m. CST, 11 a.m. EST. You are Malachi, aren't you? Okay. Servant of Christ Ministries. He's doing his chapter 5 on Galatians. That's what I'm talking about. Ew, love you too. What? I don't. Okay, I'm gonna end this. You weirdo, messenger. Time to end this. Bye. Oh, wait. Bye.